Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. If you love werewolves, you will love today's video, as I will show you a very fun and easy minion build to play in Season 9, which is the Druid Werewolf Companions. This build can clear everything in Diablo 4 Season 9, from speed farming, killing bosses, and even pit pushing past level 100, you got it. As always, I am leaving the link to the planner in the description so you can check it out. Alright, so let's begin with the gear. There is one item that you need for this build to work, and that is the Storm's Companion Pants. These pants give you a lot of ranks to wolves. At its maximum masterwork level, you can get a total of 18 additional levels. On top of that, you increase the attack speed from wolves, you get damage reduction, and the pack leader's spirit boon's lucky hit chance, which in simple words, as your wolves attack, they reset their own skill cooldown. Regarding the rest of the gear, you will be using 7 aspects and 2 Mythic Uniques. The aspects are Moon Rage, because it gives us more ranks to wolves. Next we have Dire Wolf. This aspect converts us to a werewolf instead of a werebear when casting Grizzly Rage. The benefits are increased movement speed, spirit regen, but most important, every kill heals you, so you don't need to worry anymore about drinking potions. Next we have the Shepherd's aspect. This one is an insane damage multiplier, because you will be able to increase your damage per companion that you've got. The default range is 5 to 13%, however if you use the aspect at a two-handed weapon, you get a plus 100 bonus, so it will take you around plus 25% per companion. For me, I didn't go that route because first of all I wanted to have werewolves, because they look cool, and we get that in the next aspect that I will discuss. But also because you only really need a two-hand weapon past speed 105. Since I am not pit pushing that hard and all I want to do is enjoy the game, for me the setup I have right now is perfect. Regarding the weapon, I went with an axe because I was lucky to get a 3GA one, and also because I love the axe of the Iron Demon Transmog, as you can see, but you can get a sword for increased critical strike damage also. Next we use the Alpha aspect at the totem, and this aspect is the one that converts our wolves into werewolves. They are not only better looking, but also they deal up to 140% additional damage. At the rings we will find 2 more aspects. The first one is the Stampede, which gives us an additional companion, and also companions can deal up to plus 35% additional damage. The Werbeast aspect increases the duration of Grizzly Rage. Here I want to pause for a second, because with this build you will transform into a werewolf and stay there forever. That is why if you look at the planner you will find that I am reducing the cooldown of Grizzly Rage when tempering, and also extending its duration where available. Outside of the werewolf form you deal no damage. Last but not least we have the Bear aspect, which converts all of our damage to poison damage and increases our poison damage up to 120%. For the mythics we will use Heir of Perdition because of the high critical strike chance and the 60% damage increase. Since we're talking about critical strike chance, I suggest that you reach 100% critical strike chance. It is very important. The other mythic is Shroud of False Death, as usual, you know, the most popular mythic in Diablo 4. Regarding the skills, again, full details at the planner, but something very important is what you need to do before turning into a werewolf. Basically, you need to increase the stacks of Quickshift. This skill lets you gain up to 24% increased damage when switching from a human into an animal, so you need to switch 6 times to get the maximum bonus. The way to do this is to cast Maul, then open your emotes wheel and greet. This turns you back into a human. Then cast Maul again and continue until the quick shift icon has the number 6. Once you turn into a werewolf, the gameplay is very simple. You cast wolves at pack of enemies, this will trigger your catalyst, and then you use Bloodhowl to heal your werewolves and you. Ravens are used to increase the critical strike chance, but most important, you get more companions. Other than that, avoid ground effects, so when you see an explosion that is about to happen or the poison bubble is going to blow up, just move away. Regarding the Horadric Spellcraft, we will use Celestial Surge when casting wolves. It has a 11 seconds cooldown, and when it happens you basically melt enemies, because it pulls them together. If you combine this with Frigid Heart, you will get a second pull for free once it's done. The other arcanas are Fracture Core and Gleaming Conduit. For the infusion, go with Thunderous Particle. Regarding runes, we are using Ahu Kax at the helm and Naguse at the pants to get even more companions. Regarding the mercenaries, we're using Heir as our main and Alkin for reinforcement. Now for the speed farming version, there are only 2 changes you want to make. The first one is we drop Ahu Kax, since you are already very strong and you can kill everything fast. So instead, it's better to use Back Jam. This will replace our evade with teleport and allow you to clear areas faster. Last but not least, switch Heir with Subo to track enemies in the minimap. Regarding Subo's skills, use Wire Trap, Ready at Hand, Cover Fire, and Opening Fire. So there you have it, a very cool and great looking werewolf minion build for you. Please let me know what you think of it in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe. and I will see you in the next one.